Hey everybody, how you doing? My name's Gary, but I'm also known as Dr. Crypto, and I want to talk to you about this coin that you see in the background of me, on the screen. It's called Honorarium. Honorarium is a crypto coin. So I'm going to give you a little backstory to this. So I got into crypto, probably about a year or so ago. And what really comes down to the crypto scenario is, what do you invest in? Now, there's always the big ones. You got your Bitcoin, you got your Ethereum, you have your BNB chain, and then there's these meme tokens, or what you call your altcoins. There's Shiba Inu, and on top of Shiba Inu, there are the other tokens such as Pepe, and you have then another series of tokens. So in memes, which are deflationary meme tokens. And that is what Honorarium does. So, Honorarium is a deflationary meme coin. Now, this is a really cool coin. This coin launched about a little over a month ago, around the end of November. And on the day of launch, I spent about, I think it was about maybe 15 bucks, if even that. And I bought a good supply of them, and I sold a portion of the supply for $400. So that's, think about that. I spent $15 to $20. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head. A week later, I sold X amount of tokens and made a $385 profit. Actually, I made more than that. I actually made 1.5 BNB coins in profit, because that's what I did. I swapped the Honorarium back to BNB. Bought it with BNB, swapped it back. And you're probably like, well, why buy it with BNB? Because BNB has lower gas fees. And lower gas fees are very important. So that's one of the big things. So going through the website a little bit, here's some of the information. You can go to honorariumcrypto.com. This was actually a token that was started by a member, or actually a moderator, on one of the YouTube channels for crypto, a crypto influencer by the name of Clay Bro. I'm sorry if I brought up your name, but I'm just trying to give people the backstory, Clay, in case you watch my video. So Clay has had his channel for a while. I'm actually a daily watcher. He does 2 streams, does one at noon and does one at 4 o'clock, and then he puts videos out throughout the day. I more attend the wide live streams, because he will look at different markets, not just crypto, but he looks at stocks as well. And there's a lot of people that hang out in the chat, and we talk about the different coins. And this is kind of how I got started in the crypto space, was that I was buying a lot of these meme coins, because you can buy them very cheap. They may have anywhere start from 7 zeros before you get to the first whole number to 29 zeros. And you put in a small amount of money. Like, for instance, I bought some today called Grok Bull, Grok space Bull. I spent 62 cents, and I own 12 trillion tokens. Okay, if that drops 6-7 zeros, which it could, just like that, it makes a couple $100 for me. Probably make a little more than that, but that's kind of how I increase my profitability when I'm doing crypto buying and selling. Now, I have a lot of long-term stuff, and Honorarium just happens to be one of those tokens. Now, one of the reasons I invested in Honorarium was because it was a member of Claybro's team that was going out on his own with his own money to come up with his own crypto token. Now, a lot of crypto tokens are complete busts. I mean, they are just total, you buy in the morning of, and next thing you know, the owners of the token or the creators have rug pulled and taken all the money, the liquidity out of it, and you're standing there with a bunch of tokens that you can't do anything with. And my MetaMask wallet is loaded with stuff like that, because they're cheap to buy, right? And if you can catch it, when it goes on the upswing and dump, it's kind of like that term pump and dump, which kind of started with it's kind of became a catchphrase of Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street. But if you can catch it before they rug pull or the liquidity pool gets drained, you can make a couple $100 and you move on, and it's a rinse and repeat. I mean, there are people that have an entire day trading job doing that. Honorarium is not one of those tokens that you kind of can really do this with. You can, but you can't, and I'll explain why. Most of your meme tokens have a circulating supply, which how many tokens, coins, whatever you want to call them, created. And most of them are in the trillions, if not quadrillion. Some of them are up in the quintillion amount of circulating supply. And the more tokens there are, the harder it's going to be for them to really be worth anything. They're more like a collector's item. Think of it as a Pokemon card for crypto. Kind of sort of, oh, I have Grok Girl. And I've got 1 million Grok Girls to your 1 billion Grok Bull or something. So kind of goofy shit like that. Excuse my French. Honorarium only has 11 billion tokens. That's it. I mean, that's actually, very small. Like, Bitcoin has just over 20 million. I think it's 21 million tokens, right? So you look at a token like Honorarium where there's only 11 billion and it's locked liquidity, and the ability for them to mint more tokens is very not going to happen. In fact, right now, if you look at number 4 spot on the website, it said there are 10,445,217,361 total tokens. That's it. So basically, there is enough for one token for every, well, a little over one, but for every being on the planet. The planet's got like 9 billion people. That's exactly about how many tokens we're talking about here, right? So, and you're probably wondering, what is going to be the purpose of crypto? Well, with any crypto, there's some that are going to be actually have a utility, and by utility I mean they'll be able to be used as a form of currency. Like Taylor Swift announced not that long ago that she was going to accept Shiba Inu, which is an Ethereum-based meme coin, to buy concert tickets. But right now, like a Shiba Inu coin is, when you're talking about it, it's 10,000th of a penny. That's what it's worth, 10,000ths of a penny, right? So, for it to get to 1 cent, it needs to dump a lot of its supply, and there are over 580 trillion Shiba Inu tokens. Now, there are, mechanisms and other liquidity and finance managers and other players in the game that are burning tokens. So when you burn tokens, it reduces the supply. Therefore, it increases. Well, in theory, it should increase the value. Does it always do it? No, not so much. Shiba Inu, on the other hand, needs to wipe out literally 580 trillion tokens for it to really do anything, because right now everybody that's on the SHIB train, which I used to be, I was deep into SHIB, and then I got tired of the Shiba Inu development team, which runs Shibarium, constantly making promises they didn't keep. And you know what? I said, I'm tired of this. I'm not investing in stuff like this anymore. And this is why I kind of like a token like Honorarium, because they're not making promises to anything other than it's going to be a deflationary token. And by deflationary, it means the opposite of, inflation. So, now, Honorarium, like I said, it's been around for about a month. Because it's such a small coin, it's not always on all of the coin sites. Like, you'll find it on Dex Tools. You'll find what they call wraps, which would be the name of the token wrapped with a BNB coin on like CoinGecko and some other places. So, but you can purchase it through PancakeSwap. If you notice on number 13, which I was talking about the wraps, the HRM/, WBNB, real-time on-chain pancake swap DEX data. So pancake swap owns X amount of these coins to allow you to trade them on their platform. If they didn't, this would be a very hard coin to obtain. But you can get it through pancake swap. And recently today, the creator of the coin had announced that he also has seen that MetaMask, which is a wallet, a crypto wallet, has now been showing the proper updated pricing structure for Honorarium. It still isn't showing the logo though, and the logo is what you see up here, because I actually have a keychain of that, which is kind of cool. Actually, I bought 2 keychains and yeah, the 2 keychains, and one for each of my cars. And anyways, excuse me. Because it's such a small token and there's such a small supply, it kind of goes under the radar a bit. So not everybody and their brother knows about this. So not everybody and their brother is going to rush in and buy it, you know, millions of these things and then dump them the minute the market goes up. This is something where you can kind of go in and help build a community to it, you know, but you don't have a developer or a creator making promises that, well, every time you trade this token, that, you know, we're going to put stuff into a pool, and then we're going to take that pool of coins, and then we're going to use it to burn this other token. There's no promises of that. See, that's one of the things that's the problem with Shibarium, is there's been so many promises that what happens on Shibarium will create the ability to burn Shiba Inu coins, and the team just hasn't made good on it. In fact, when they started making good on it, the money looked too good, and then all of a sudden, like, they raised like $1.2 million, and they were supposed to burn all of it, and then they didn't. They ended up like burning in small fragments, and there's still like $500,000 or more dollars out there that they haven't burned. So in my opinion, something like that is what I call a rug pull. Although other crypto influencers will say, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and they're right. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is just my opinion. I am not a crypto expert in any way, shape, or form, but these are tokens that I tend to pick up. Ones that you can pick up for very little money. If they go up, you can then cash them out and make a few dollars profit. That might only be $50, could be a couple hundred, you know. And there's sometimes you get lucky and you got a coin that you buy into and it shoots up, you know, 200-300%. Man, the next thing you know, you're cashing out and you could be what they call a crypto millionaire. Now, not everybody gets lucky to be a crypto millionaire, but it can happen. Is Honorarium a coin of that nature? That really depends. It depends on how it grows, the engagement of the community. It's called organic engagement. So how people come across this coin and get introduced into it will then allow them to be able to trade or use the token as they see fit. So now when you're looking at tokens, you can go to the website, as I said here, and you can look at the team. And the guy's name is Dark Bro. You know, he's always on Clay Bro Crypto Channel's live streams. He's one of the moderators. Dark Bro's a really great guy. And I have been chatting with him. You know, I was one of the guys that I don't know if I was exactly the first, but I know I was at least within the first 5 to buy the coin. And I was just like, you know, and every time, you know, the coins had a, you know, an up and down like most crypto. And I'm always in his corner cheering for him. Like, Dark Bro, come on, bro. And, you know, if it helps, it's great. I believe in supporting somebody who's taken the risk to develop their own cryptocurrency. Okay, this is taking your own money. And this is, you know, it's not cheap. You're talking, could be anywhere from, you know, $5,000 to $20,000 in some cases, even more. And they're creating a coin. They're creating an ecosystem around that coin. And then they're hoping to share that with the world. And this is your chance to be a part of something like that. And I said, oh my God, hell yes, I'm going to do that. Now, if you want to read more about it, you can look at the white paper, which will go into the details of the coin. Excuse me. what honorarium is, etc. So that's something that you might want to look into with this. So you can go here, and then I like it because it's just like the coolest book. So it tells you everything about the coin, when it was going to get listed, etc. So, excuse me. Sorry, I'm been getting over something. And then the mission is always the best part. Witness the birth of a new element, Honorarium. Forged in the heart of a dying star, Honorarium was created with a single purpose: to become one of the first rug pull free deflationary meme tokens. The cryptocurrency space has become full of rugs and untrustworthy projects claiming to be something more than just another token, but failing to soar to new heights. The mission of Honorarium is to change the landscape, reset the clock, and give investors room for exponential growth without having to worry about the future of their investment. And that's the great thing about this, is because he already looked at, before creating the token, what is the biggest problem with crypto? The biggest problem is rug pulls. People create a new token, they let the liquidity pool. Sometimes, usually, they'll get it for anywhere between $50,000 and maybe $200,000, and then bam, they cash out what they have in their supply, and they're gone. This dude's market cap has already been up into the 140,000, 150,000 range. He has not done the rug pull, and we're always seeing him in the chats, and he's, we're always asking, hey, how are things going? Because he's working to get it listed on CoinMarketCap and a few others, and he's giving us updates on what's going on, and that's awesome stuff. So it's not like he just ran off. He has a Twitter page. It's @HRM Crypto on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And as I said, the guy's name's Darkbro. I follow him on Twitter, both his token and him, and I go under the name G Money Christmas. But I don't know, for this Streamlabs thing, I was just trying to come up with a goofy name, and I thought Dr. Moneybags would be like a cool one. Although I'm nowhere near Moneybags. It's just that, you gotta, what do they say? You gotta sell the dream or live the life or whatever. I don't know. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But anyways, so the purpose of this channel is I'm not going to be like an everyday guy like some of these cats, but I am going to make a few videos here and there, and I'm going to show you the stuff I invest in, and I'm going to walk you through how I invest in it and the money that I spend. So, and you'll see that I don't spend a lot, and and you'll see, because we could, right now, if I go to my MetaMask portfolio, this is actually a wallet I'm getting rid of because I've had a lot of some issues here and there with it. Sometimes it wants to connect, sometimes it doesn't. So this portfolio, I wiped out nearly everything in it and moved it to a different wallet except Baby Bonk, but all this other stuff, Avalanche, Binance Coin, AI Floki, most of these I've taken a huge chunk of the liquidity, or the huge chunk of the crypto I had, and moved it to a different wallet, right? So, like Wall Street Memes, I have in the main wallet I keep it in, I have over 2 million of these things. But just the 138 I have is in this wallet is worth $2.36. But as you can see, it's telling me what's in the red, what's in the green, etc., etc. So if you notice, like Volt, there's only 879,000 Volt here, and it's worth 34 cents. I keep the rest of the Volt on my Ledger wallet, and it's worth, I think I have like 85 million. So, do the math. Anchor, something I just bought tonight. Kazuna, this is a second purchase I had of it because I forgot. I thought I lost my Kazuna in a dumb thing, and I forgot I moved it over to my other wallet, not even paying attention. So, dumbass me. But this is a lot of the stuff. So here's some of these cheap tokens. So here's one, Grok Girl, right? So I have 130 billion, 316,000 or 330 billion, 316,689,750 grok girls. It cost me 17 cents. And it's actually down a little bit. So I bought this earlier in the day. But I paid 17 cents for 130 billion tokens. So that gives you the idea of how I invest. That's what you should kind of look at for yourself if you can. But anyways, I'm getting a little too long. Video's already 20 minutes. I didn't mean to go this long. But yeah, look into Honorarium, look into some of these others, and I think you'll enjoy some of the tokens you're getting into. And until the next time, have a safe day, have a great night, and Happy New Year.